Hey trail travelers, it is Carrie, and we are getting ready to go snow wheeling. It is wintertime here in Colorado. There is snow in the mountains, and it doesn't stop us. We go all year round. The difference being, on a day like tomorrow when we're going out, it's not a matter of, well, what trail are we gonna take? Where does it go? Where does it start? Where does it end? It's, we're gonna pick a trail, we're gonna go until we get stuck, then we're gonna unstuck ourselves, we'll have lunch, and then we'll turn around and come home. And that's what we do during the winter. That is snow bashing for us. For some people, that's a lot of fun. It is for us. For others, not so much. They don't enjoy it. They don't like pulling winch line. They don't like having to hook up recovery gear. We do. And the group that goes out with us, they do. And so it's a lot of fun to go out and do that. But it's about being prepared. And that's what we're talking about today. So stay right there. We'll be right back. Okay, we've got the Jeep here, and we are pretty prepared to go and do any trail, but we're also a little extra prepared for winter conditions. Now, I have a plethora of things in here that are important when we're off-roading, and to be honest, everything that's in the Jeep right now goes every day. This stuff is always with us. The only difference when we're going intentionally in the snow is we're going to have a set of Maxtrax. And so these are brand new. Last year we tried ARBs, they broke. We tried another brand, they broke. So we're going to try Maxtrax this year. And we got them in blue. Doesn't quite match the Jeep, but it's close. So we're going to have traction boards with us in the snow. The rest of this goes all the time. And I'm going to go through it and give you an idea of what we feel it takes to be prepared all year round. And I'm going through it because I'm getting it organized, because some things we need to get to a little easier tomorrow than just have them buried in here. And so part of my winter preparedness is a little reorganization. So I'll start on the top here. I have my Step 22 tool roll, and this has all my standard tools, all my metric sockets and wrenches and screwdrivers and pliers, and all the things that I need to do pretty much any trail repair is in the Step 22 bag. I have a hat, I have a drone landing pad, we have a first aid kit. Over here, I have a set of impact sockets. Don't carry an impact wrench, but never hurts to have an extra good set of sockets. And we have our fire extinguisher that we check every year, and it gets replaced about every 3 years. And then we have back here, we have a CO2 tank full of for air, so we can air up very quickly. If we're in really bad conditions, it's blizzard, and we don't want to deal with getting out and taking the time to use a compressor, we'll use the CO2 tank. Also, if somebody debeads a tire, the CO2 tank, poof, repop that tire, no problem. We don't use it all the time. It's pretty rare these days that we use it because it's fairly inconvenient for us to get it filled. And but we can get like 5 fill-ups on all 4 tires. So we keep it, but we're generally using a compressor. We have our Easy Flate 4-tire system, which I just yanked out of the bag. So we can hook it up to all 4 tires to air up quickly, or we can do it 1 tire at a time. Over here is our new Maxi Trak 300 liter, or about 10.6 cubic feet per minute compressor. We just did a video on that. There was a Black Friday sale. A lot of people got that for only about 80 bucks. I paid about 115 for it. Twice as fast as a Smitty built 2781, and almost, but not quite, twice as fast as an ARB dual for 100 bucks. This bag, this is the go bag. this, when we get stuck, this is the bag that gets pulled first. This has a handful of soft shackles and the winch remote. So this is going to sit much further up so I can grab it from the driver's seat when I get out versus having to come around here and dig through everything. Then we have our main recovery bag. Now this has a standard 4-inch, this is a Smitty-built tree saver. So you wrap that around a tree instead of wrapping winch line so you don't damage the tree. Then in here we have a JACO 30-foot tow strap. Now the tow strap is used for pulling, not for yanking on people. If you use it to yank someone out of something, it is very harsh. And you lose a lot of momentum when you do that because you're just pulling on basically something that's not going to move. So our basic go-to recovery is going to be this big Kinetic rope. Now this happens to be a rugged ridge. That's a 30-foot Kinetic rope. So this is going to stretch almost 30%. So when we're hooked up to somebody, I can get some speed and it'll act like a bungee. So I'll get that pull and then it'll kind of, that kinetic energy will get released and help pull somebody out without that hard yank giving somebody whiplash. Okay, in here we have an extra length of rope with some hooks on the end. We have a couple snatch blocks for some mechanical advantage, a handful of extra D-shackles. Never know what kind of situation we're going to get into. And then in here we have an extra 50 feet of winch line. This just has eyelets on both sides. So if we don't have enough line to get to a tree or to get to the other vehicle, we just extend the winch line with that. In the back here, we've got a hitch shackle. Now I have plenty of recovery points underneath here. I got shackles already on there. But if I need to pull somebody else out and they don't have anything, if they have a hitch receiver, I can put this in there and that'll act as a solid recovery point. And then in the back we have air tools, we have compressor ends, we've got deflators and air pressure gauges. So all that is in there. Over here we have what I refer to as my extras. So I have a tire repair kit, I've got regular mechanics gloves as well as cold weather gloves. I have a handful of ratchet straps, torque wrench, power ratchet, and some extra screwdrivers and things that we may need there. So this is, like I said, all of this is what goes every single time, but we also take the Maxtrax out when we're going in the snow. So hopefully this helps you to kind of understand what we feel is kind of a minimum for safety out on the trail, making sure that you can recover yourself and recover others, or at least aid yourself in being recovered. We'll do a lot of videos this winter about how we get stuck, how we get unstuck, and we have a lot of fun. But if you really want to go out and you want to hit trails hard, you need good recovery gear. And I'll put a lot of links in the description below so you can help find these things. And I'll put a link to an Amazon store where I have a bunch of these things already listed to make it a lot easier for you to find everything. So we really want you to be safe on the trails, and if you can learn from, you know, some of our failures and some of our wins, then great. We hope that this is beneficial to you to understand the different products and how they're used, why you want to use one thing versus another, like a kinetic rope versus a tow strap, how to properly use a winch, how to get mechanical advantage using snatch blocks and pull someone out where you may not have enough power on your winch. There's a lot to it, but we're going to do the best we can to help you out. So thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Kerry with Trail Traveler. Be safe out there, and we'll see you on the trails. Bye-bye.